You ready?
I'm ready.
You ready?
Yeah. Hey guys, on this week's episode on our YouTube channel, which you are watching right now, we drink Martin House's pickle beer. We decided to pull that one out of the refrigerator. We talk about working out while you travel. Then we get into weird ass Black Madonna talk. You'll see what we're talking about here in a second. Hangover cures. We talk about our friend that just recently passed away. And then we get into shooting down a UFO.
Or a balloon.
Yeah, or a balloon, whatever it could be. Anyways, it's a fun episode. Fun beer. Enjoy.
Cheers, guys.
We're back, dude.
Yes.
For people that don't know, we don't film these weekly. Like we huddle up in here, like some how you make the sausage type thing. Yeah, it'd be nice to do them once a week, but there'd be a lot of driving.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't have a life. And
Right.
neither would I on a Saturday.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're all done right in a row.
You can't be telling all the secrets.
Hey, the more open we are, the better. Everybody saw you. I posted that shirt. You making that deadlift defiler shirt behind the scenes.
Mhm.
That shit's so cool.
Yeah.
We gotta start doing that more. Like it just that ASMR on YouTube. You can look up like drinking a Coke or eating ice on YouTube, and it's got like 10 million views. And it's a dude with like a microphone real close, just like eating a bag of chips. And people are watching it
Just
to go to
not
sleep.
saying nothing, just sitting there.
You pass out to it. Like for some reason, it relaxes people. It relaxes their brain, and they're out cold. Like you'll read the comment section. It's like, I just watched this and I woke up, and it's like, yeah, there's such a big thing on YouTube for ASMR. All forms and fashion, like anything and everything.
That blows my mind.
Yeah, I mean, there's also people like you that make the shirts. And you can post it and people watch it and kind of just doze off watching it, you know? I guess the brain's not working like through what you got to do the next day or something like that.
They're so uninterested in what you're doing, they fall asleep.
It's like the perfect amount though, you know what I mean? Like it keeps your brain entertained enough to where you're not thinking about tomorrow or what happened today.
Yeah.
But also they're not invested. You know what I mean? To a point where they have to stay awake. Like on the next episode of Bud making a t-shirt. Although I've gone down rabbit holes, I gotta admit.
Oh, yeah.
Not on drinking Coke or something like that, but I've hit rabbit holes, and then you look at the time, it's like 12:30 in the morning.
That's what's so great and sucks so much about YouTube is once you get
Dude, their algorithm's incredible.
When
they got to figure it out.
In there, it's just a downward
You
spiral.
watch one of our videos and you're done. Like you're just like you're engrossed. These people will not turn away. They'll be like 20 videos in. Wait, where are we at? Speaking of why we do these things is because we test a beer and we talk shit. What do we have today, bud? What did you bring us?
We have Best Maid Sour Pickle Beer by Martin House Brewing.
These guys, I went there before I flew out, and that brewery
it's a nice brewery.
Everything that you would expect from Martin House. Can art, nobody's beating their can art. I mean, you see their stouts and
Clown Shoes is kind of good.
Yeah, but Clown Shoes beer is not that great.
Yeah, that's true.
Their beer if I remember right, their beer used to be something, and then once you started really tasting it, I was like, man, it kind of tastes like shit, dude.
Right.
But yeah, the pickle beer. So if you like pickles, this is it. Like I've had this before, but I'm really glad we're doing it.
Jesus.
You didn't bring vodka in here so you could see about making a pickle shot?
Man.
I can entertain the masses right now if you need to go get one. So
we were on a mission to take a pickle shot last weekend, and it didn't work out.
I haven't done a pickle shot in a very long time.
Neither did we, but a certain redheaded person is like, "Oh, let's do a pickle shot."
I get it.
I'm like, I don't want to, but let's do it.
That was that's the shot. So immediately when you open this thing, it smells like
straight up pickle.
Yeah, like there's no artificial smell to it. If you didn't know any better, you thought you'd sticking your nose in a pickle jar.
You think you just opened up a kosher deal pickle, and it tastes just like.
That's impressive. I don't want to drink a. That's better. That's better than I want to give it credit for, dude. Like I don't know. Like you kind of want to hate on it. It's a fucking pickle beer.
It tastes
That's
just
pretty
like
damn
a
good.
pickle.
And I'm not like I don't want you putting pickles on my burger. I'm not like I don't go to the the theater for especially for Texas people. They want to get that big ass pickle out of a jug. There's always weirded me out since I was a kid. Yeah, it's weird. I'm not a pickle person. Like if I go get barbecue and they've got those dill pickles or
Yeah,
whatever,
you sling that shit off to the side.
no, but like if they got like a little jar of them out, I'll eat a couple of them. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like they're kind of good. But I'm not a massive like I gotta get a pickle. That's fucking pretty damn good.
You know why they serve y'all the pickle with that barbecue, huh?
Why is that?
Try to get that nasty ass flavor out your mouth.
You said something about that not too long ago, and then I saw you post a story, and you were like, "This is good barbecue," and I was like, "This boy Buzz full of shit."
Well,
I have a very good memory, dude. I saw that, and I almost said something, but I was
you
like,
should have.
I'll let him go.
But a partner at work started a barbecue business.
Okay, so just admit it. His barbecue sucks. It's Texas barbecue. You don't like Texas barbecues.
Put it to you this way: I'd much rather his ribs than his brisket. The way he cooks them.
See, I love barbecue.
See, that brisket's just too smoky, man. I just don't particularly care for it.
Well, maybe you just haven't had like a good cooked barbecue. Who's that? Y'all got Killian's right here.
Mm-hmm.
I tried it that one. Have you had that one?
I never
Dude,
went.
that was pretty damn good when I went. I went with
just go
that
to
big
the
old
steakhouse.
ogre Andrew.
Yeah,
Jesus. Even
he likes to eat though.
yeah, but I mean somebody like that,
Yeah,
he's had their whole thing is to go explore barbecue. And even he says that's a really good one. So somebody that travels to other states, cities for barbecue, and he's like, yeah, this is really good. Okay. And it was good.
The second thing about killings that I don't know if I'm gonna do is stand in line, and when I get up there,
It depends on what time
you
you
get
go.
just whatever's left.
We went during Rona, and I think there was maybe 15 people ahead of us, and it's like cafeteria style. You walk up and tell them what you want.
Yeah.
They go and cut it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's not like it's like sitting in a heat thing. Yeah, but it's quick. They're proficient with it, and man, maybe 10 minutes. So yeah, it wasn't bad. But we went on like a Wednesday for lunch, so that also probably I don't know what a Saturday is gonna look like.
Right.
Well, speaking of Martin House, me going to Martin House, I was at Martin House because I was traveling.
Mm-hmm.
Which brings me to this question. When traveling, do you work out? Like, say you're gone for a week. Is it worth the working out? No, this isn't your camping. Like, obviously camping
Yeah, I mean, if
aside.
you're going hiking, no, but
Yeah.
if it's doing something else that, we hanging out in the city, yeah, I try to get a workout in.
Man, I went to Greece, didn't work, but we were hiking like 10, 15 miles a day.
Right.
I was good. Like I wasn't not moving. It wasn't like I was getting plastered every day and eating. Like it was a pretty athletic trip. I did not work out in Spain, but we were hiking everywhere.
Right.
I would have liked to have worked out, but in Dallas, I went and like did a deload deadlift day before we flew out the next day.
Mm-hmm.
And before we went to Greece, I deadlifted heavy the day before, and I regretted it on the plane because that flight was like almost, I think it was 11 hours. You're in there like this.
Stiff.
I'm tall, dude. My knees and hips were just like
wrecked.
Almost. I don't want to say they were a 10 because obviously I didn't get hit by a car, but it was miserable.
Yeah.
And so I went in and did some deadlifting that the day before and just worked up to like one heavy single and was like, that's it. Funny thing is, I think I could have PR'd that day. Like I felt good for some reason, and that thing in the back of my head was like, dude,
you should have
just add
go for it.
a little bit more. And I was like, no, I can't. I couldn't do that. That Greece flight hurt so bad that I was like, we ain't doing this again.
Yeah,
not at all. But yeah, as far as working out, I don't know. It's not that easy just to find a gym when you're flying abroad like that.
Yeah. Because when we went to Amsterdam for the wife's work trip, I mean, she would, of course, they got CrossFit gyms on every corner, so she was bouncing around doing
Did y'all
that.
get shirts and stuff, or did she?
Yeah.
See, that's the thing about CrossFit is like you go and get like your badge or your shirt,
Yeah.
like your participation trophy,
Yeah.
the $20. Yeah, that's cool, you know.
Yeah.
But as far as like just going to like a gym and getting some curls in, it's like maybe if I was gone longer, I would try and find a gym. But
Dude,
it's not that easy either.
I found a nice one.
Oh, in Amsterdam?
It was only like $10 a day drop in.
Oh.
And it had everything you need.
They wouldn't even let you through the front door at Alpha Land.
No.
Like $10? That'll get you one of these energy drinks.
Keep moving. Yeah.
You ain't getting one of these T-shirts either.
Yeah.
So we were in Spain, and let's get back because I'm getting ready to go down a rabbit hole. We better give a little bit of this beer tasting a try again.
So I was told that they make a raspberry pickle.
Don't touch it. Do not touch it. I tried it for the sake of trying it because I saw it on tap somewhere.
Yeah.
Why?
My nemesis said the same thing.
Yeah.
He said it tastes just like you would think a raspberry and pickle should taste like. And he said it's disgusting.
So Martin House is notorious for just going for it, like swinging at it. And that's why I love Martin House so much. Their Instagram, like we've done a few of their beers, so people might have known. Go to their Instagram and follow them. I always tell people to follow their Instagram. It's so fun. But they did like a hot dog thing. They took the hot dog water apparently and made seltzer out of it. And apparently the seltzer tastes like hot dog water. They just did it just to fucking do it. Like they do crazy shit. I should have looked up some of the weird stuff they do.
Yeah.
Obviously, because we're doing something crazy. But they do off the wall shit.
I don't know why anybody would want to eat a hot dog, much less take that hot dog water and drink it.
I love hot dogs, but that hot dog seltzer, I got no need for it.
That just blows my mind.
The last thing on my mind that I would want to drink. Yeah, they just go at it. Like they do this, the pickle stuff. They make the spicy pickle, which I will tell you this: that spicy pickle. If you can't handle spicy,
don't do the spicy pickle.
Don't do spicy pickle.
Yeah, I don't like
it. It tastes
spicy.
exactly like what it says.
Ugh.
It's like this.
Ugh.
But it's spicy, and I mean, dude, you take a couple sips out of it, and you're like, "This is fucking hot." Like this is not like a generic kind of tingle. It's like, how did you fit all this pepper and like spice in here? But yeah, and then they've got like I think it's not a kosher pickle. They got a sweet pickle one or something like that, which I haven't had.
Kind of like a bread and butter.
Yeah, I think, but I haven't touched that one. I'm not a pickle fan like that as it is.
I love a good bread and butter pickle.
Oh well, then you got to pull that. I'll get you one out of the refrigerator up there at the Growler. They got them. I think that fucker just hand me. He'll just hand it to me like, here. But yeah, Martin House is like everything that you want. It's like a bunch of bros hanging out, and the R&D department is giving like full. Like,
just open the door.
Yeah, like
do whatever y'all want.
Do whatever you want and go for it. When I was there, they had some stuff on the wall that they don't sell, like outside of the brewery. So of course, the ones that I was drinking off tap were ones that you can't get, and that's where I stayed. Like I didn't try the staples, obviously.
Yeah.
I went after like, okay, that one. I drank one called Bangarang, a stout. Obviously, that's from Hook. Was it the Lost Boys? And that one was fucking good.
Yeah.
So, bring on more Martin House. Anyway, this is rabbit hole. So we went to Spain and traveled outside of Barcelona, and we went to this church, this Catholic monastery. They've got like people that live there for school, like an all boys school and stuff like that. Crack all the jokes you want. Believe me, I did in my head. But the church itself, unreal. Like you walked in, speechless.
Yeah.
Like you're looking at stuff in Europe. We don't have that here.
Yeah.
You're looking at this thing and it's just mind blowing. It's on a mountain, so we drove all the way up into this mountaintop range or whatever, and the guide, it starts snowing. He's never seen snow up there. He's been doing it for like 10 years, never seen it snow. So he's taking pictures with us.
While he's
like,
driving?
No, he's well, like we're stopped and like exploring, going through it. He's taking pictures beside us while talking as well. And he kept apologizing. We're like, no, we get it.
Yeah.
He's like, It's just never done this. It's a
Yeah.
special day. And I'm not talking about like a little flurry. The snow is staying on the ground. Like it is snowing. So of course that was cool. But inside this monastery, let me lay the scene. You walk in, amazing. On both sides of the cathedral or whatever you call these things is like little mini churches. Like they look incredible. I took pictures in all of them. They're insane.
Yeah.
In their own right. And then down the center is this massive, beautiful, the architecture is incredible. Of course, everything they do in Europe, every little whole corner is just like
immaculate.
Yeah, thought out, well planned. There's like a little baby holding an apple and stuff in it and shit. But there's this thing called the Black Madonna. And it's this lady holding a baby, and the baby's got this little wooden ball in its hand. And it's like up over the top, and you can see it. And let me set a picture. You can see this like opening up over where like the pulpit would be, like up over the top. And you can see it up there barely because it's a big church. And there's people walking by. Of course, in my head, I'm like, I want to go up there and be like, "Good night, Houston!" Like scream it. But like next thing you know, you're kicked out, arrested, whatever. That's what's going on through my brain. But we got up there and looked at it, and you could touch it. Like it would bring like good luck and stuff. I was like, I'm not fucking touching that thing.
You know how many people don't touch that thing?
I'm not even worried about that. I'm like,
what if you knock it off?
I'm not even a cursed dude. Like, I'm not a cursed person. I think that stuff's a load of shit. It's all mental. But man, I wasn't touching it, dude. I saw the people I went with touched it. And I'm like, ugh, I'm not. You know what the Hope Diamond is? That diamond that, like, anytime somebody owns it, they die. Like Princess Diana, and I think people have all, like, had it in their possession, and they die. So it's like they say it's cursed.
Right.
That's what that little fucker was to me. Like, I saw that, and I'm like, I'm not touching that thing. Why would somebody touch something like that?
You think that
you'll be able to look it up?
Bad juju on there.
Yeah, you'll be able to look it up and then probably post a little picture like you do on YouTube, and these people can see it. It's creepy, dude. And why is that in a Catholic church?
Madonna.
They found this thing. I'm gonna bring the cussing down as I explain these religious artifacts in the mountain, hidden away. And just decided to put it inside this church.
So it ain't got nothing to do with the church?
They say it does. They say like it had stuff to do with,
but why
religious
was in the
things.
mountain?
So, how do I say this? What was the people against Christians?
Everybody?
I guess it would have been the Muslims, like the Iraq, Afghanistan area coming up into Europe way back, like 1400. This thing is old, like very, very old.
That's why it's black. It's just so old and dirty?
No, I think it was made black.
Okay.
Color apparently didn't matter back then because the churches were so dark and the caves were so dark that it was like, it didn't matter what color it was when they made it, apparently. Like, it's just was in the dark, you know?
Probably whatever stone they picked
well,
out.
I think it's wood. And so they would hide stuff in caves to keep it from being pillaged, like in the churches
stolen.
And stuff. Yes.
Okay.
So then they found it and just decided to put it in this church. Man, when you post a picture of this thing, these people comment in the comment section. Would you touch?
Touching it.
The only thing that you can touch is the ball. They have it like in this casing, like this like glass case. I'm guessing it's bulletproof. Like you probably can't do anything to this.
Right.
But you could touch the little ball. Just imagine me holding like a softball in my hand. This little baby's just holding this wooden ball. Walk up and rub it. It's so fucking odd. Would you touch that ball? On my personal Instagram, I posted like a little reel, and it's on there. Like, it's just a strange thing. I put on that post, thank you, Spain, for letting me feel like Indiana Jones for a very short time, because that's the way I felt. It felt very Indiana Jones-ish. Joneses. You walk into this old thing, and you just, like, all I needed was a whip, like, swinging in there, and fight some Nazis, over this artifact. That's what it looked like. It looked like one of those kind of things that you would see in an Indiana Jones movie. Once again, are you touching the ball?
I'm trying to think, because when we were somewhere in one of those basilicas or cathedrals or some shit, I don't know if it was the 16th chapel or not, but there's an archway or something that people touch as they go under. I didn't touch it.
Oh, you didn't touch it?
No.
Well, archway's different because you see like
But
football teams and stuff, they always touch the top. It's kind of like tradition. But when you see this thing looking at you and the thing is holding a baby and it's got a ball that you can touch,
but
I'm like, man, I got no need for that.
Is the baby looking at you while you touch it? Like his eyes, y'all locked in.
There was a lot going in, man. I really couldn't. I don't remember because you go up through these stairs and you're going through these intricacies, and all of a sudden you're in this room, this like
with a woman holding a baby, holding a ball.
Yeah, and it's cramped. Like you're in there, like
with a lot of people.
Like 4 of us were in there. Like maybe 6 people can fit in there at a time. And you kind of get the line. It kind of stays moving through it. And I didn't really get to like take it all in because you're looking at the walls too, because like I said, every inch of the walls is art and everything. You're like, oh shit. Yeah. And but yeah, I don't, man, if it would have looked me in the eyes, I wouldn't have known. I was trying to take too much in, and I was filming it. I was like, people got to see this. This is creepy. It feels like an Annabelle movie or something, you know, like a Chucky or something, that at night this thing roams the church.
Was it in just one hand?
Yeah,
or
yeah,
in both?
yeah, one hand like this.
A little baby has one hand in the ball?
You're going to see the picture of it, and you're going to put it on here, and you're going to be like, Like I said, in the comment section, just let me know if you would touch it. Julian, are you touching it? Like, are you touching the baby's ball? I don't know. It has nothing to do with Christianity to me. It was just the weirdest thing. Like, how can I
Like, you got to rub it, or can you just pluck it?
You could do whatever you want with it. I mean, theoretically, you could just stare at it like I did and wonder why.
Yeah.
But how do I best it? So you got this random thing in a church. Be like going to a concert, and in the like on the side somewhere, they had like an enshrined hot dog that you could walk in and look at and touch, and then like it would possibly bring you luck. And then you go back into the concert.
Like you just rubbing the tip, or you're rubbing the whole thing?
The ball or the hot dog?
Oh, the hot dog.
You can rub it wherever. I'm just saying it's so fucking off the wall. Like, what? You go to a car show and there's like, you know, some fucking hot dog over in the corner that they found 100 years ago that you could go rub on for good luck. Like, what is this doing in here? Much less enshrined over the top. I don't know, man. It was weird.
But that priest got to know something about it.
So this church was huge, and I'm walking around in it, and in my head, I'm like, this would be really cool to play hide and go seek in.
Yeah,
and
that
like,
big. Huh?
Just so many like intricate halls and small little getaways and stuff, like little cathedrals inside of the cathedral. You know, it was incredible. And I'm like thinking in my head, what if the Black Madonna like comes out of its little case at night and makes sure you're not like fucking around in there? Haunts that little thing.
Mm-hmm.
They let it out like a guard dog every night, and the baby like peels away from the Black Madonna and just like scours the corners for little children that are hiding in there. That's what I'd like to think.
Kind of like Night at the Museum, huh?
Yeah, but like scary.
Yeah,
like it hits the shit out of you over the head with a ball.
And like, do they eat you and kill you after?
I would like to think so.
Yeah.
I would like to think the Black Madonna is black because it's feasted on a lot of dark souls.
Evil.
Yeah, it's full of evil. It's completely full.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking weird, dude. You want to do the sponsor? I don't know, man. It's such a weird thing. Like, could you imagine going to like
you don't like it?
Well, I mean, imagine going to a movie theater and you're going to see a movie and there's just something random that you can go touch for good luck in the corner.
Yeah, that little kid.
Yeah, it's just so weird.
I get it.
Okay.
Go and touch little kids. I mean,
no, it's not the kid. It's the ball.
Yeah, but
that is holding. You will see it in this picture that you post.
You kind of touching the little kid.
You can. I think maybe you could graze his hand.
Yeah.
Because they have it encased, and it's just a little ball that's kind of hanging out of this little hole in the glass.
Does the ball rotate?
No, it's a statue.
Fixed.
Yeah, they weren't building weird stuff like that, and I think, man, that thing's like 1200s or something. It's
they
like
built some weird shit back then.
Yeah, the pyramids.
Yeah, that was the aliens.
Anyway,
look here. Today is sponsored, brought to you by Doritos.
Those aren't the
Doritos.
Okay.
Minis, nacho cheese.
All right, so nacho
Doritos.
cheese is the original flavor.
Yes.
And they're in a Pringles canister.
Not in a Doritos canister.
How do you get away with that? Like, that's a direct, Like, is that an insult to Pringles? Like, is that like
this is
like a shot over the bow?
This is ridiculous. Look at this.
Oh yeah, that's unacceptable. I already don't like it. I really don't. Like that's dumb. This has got to be the dumbest shit ever.
They took a Pringles can
Yeah.
and filled it up with crumbs out of the Dorito bag.
Yeah.
That's what they did.
It's a Dorito. Like, there's no special flavor.
No.
It's not like sharp nacho cheese or anything
It's just
like
in
that.
a tube.
That's the strangest thing. That's just
that's
just a big fuck you to Pringles is what it is. And I respect. You know what? I'm back on board with Doritos now. I like anybody that's gonna do shit like that. But they could have put something special inside it, other than just
they could have put Cool
crumbs.
Ranch.
Yeah, Cool Ranch is the best. Like, Cool Ranch Doritos is in my top 5, maybe top 3 favorite chips of all time.
But we can't say nothing. These bitches are free.
Yeah, they sent it to us.
They've sent them to us.
Let's talk hangover cures. I know we've talked about this on past episodes, but I mean, shit, we got some new. We're at 81 subscribers now. We got some new people watching. Hangover cures. This is the perfect hangover cure. A pickle beer in your refrigerator. You wake up in the morning, you are hungover, you're done. You're not gonna go work out and sweat it out.
Mm-hmm.
You've just said no. I'm gonna start drinking again. This is it. I'm not getting pukey from this. It's just going to go right down.
Either a pickle beer, a pickle shot.
If you
or a White
pour
Claw.
vodka into that right now, that might be the best hangover cure that's ever been created. Hats off to Martin House for creating such an alcoholic dream to keep the ball rolling. When you want to stop because you're so hungover and somebody just gives you this olive branch of more perfectly just designed alcohol to keep that drunkenness going.
Just to get you back
Hats
on
off
track.
to fucking Martin House.
Mm-hmm.
Creating just benders for everybody. 48 hours, 72-hour benders.
Couple of days.
Yeah. Man. I haven't been hungover in like almost 900 days. If for some reason I decide to let that go out of the window one day for like some weird celebration or something like that, I'm gonna put that to the test.
Yeah,
that's gonna be the first thing I go by. Yeah. All right. What else we got here? Oh, so we can talk about Chris Hedge now. So we had I guess a good friend of Kilos and Ounces pass away. Try and do this without getting emotional. It's funny because we're such a small company. Like we know we're small. Like, you and I don't have some big head that Kilos and Ounces is like making millions or something like that. We do this for fun. Mm-hmm.
But it is making millions.
Yeah. Well, we would like to make money. Like, let's, you know what I mean? But we enjoy doing this.
Yeah.
I run the Instagram. Mm-hmm. So I'll get messages from people like inquiring about shirts, sizes, fabric. How do they feel? How do they fit? Sponsorships. We got a lot of sponsors, and we're not special, but I think people are looking at small businesses like us and thinking I can get in while they're small. Like maybe it makes sense to me. I get it, but I always screenshot it, tuck it away, and maybe in the future I always tell them like, look, I do the pictures. Like I know they're not good or incredible, but that's where we're at. I don't have money to be giving you and shit like that, so. It's just us for now. Well, this guy, Chris from Dallas, messages or buys our stuff, finds us on Instagram, starts buying our clothing. You start shipping it to him. I don't know the guy from anybody else. So all of a sudden, I follow him because I follow everybody that's purchased from us, unless they're personal friends. And I already follow. If I follow you on my personal, too much. I don't want to see your shit twice.
Yeah.
So I follow him and I start, he's tagging us and stuff, cool, man. Hey, that's awesome. We get to talking and I'm like, man, I'll go meet you up in Austin and see you lift, like power lift. He's a power lifter, lifts real fucking big. I called him the fucking fork or the diesel. He's a goddamn diesel. He's a strong son of a bitch. Like deadlifting 600, almost 700 pounds, like bench pressing big weight, squatting big weight. So I go up and I see him for the first time, like face to face in Austin. Meet his friends. All his friends are cool as shit. You could tell a lot about a person by their friends. I think people acclimatize to good people.
Yeah.
Class act. This dude sees me, walks out, introduces himself, like introduces me to all his friends. Doesn't have to fucking sit there and talk to me. Carries a conversation well. Just super fucking good human being. Mm-hmm. They have to ride back to Dallas that night. They're from Dallas, so I didn't get to hang out with them that night, but we kept in touch. You and I started talking. I'm like, man, this is kind of the dude that like I feel could be the face of Kilos and Ounces, like at least like an ambassador, somebody that's in the room. If you and I are in there, and they, you know, lift a lot, they like lifting, they like living life, they like having a beer. This is the dude. So I approached him about it. Of course, this dude, being a cool fucking guy that he is, he wants no money.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, dude, put your code on there. We'll do like a 10%. You and I have never done this. So obviously I'm explaining it to him in a way that seems right, but shit, I don't know. Dude, I'm like, you're going to get like a percentage of the sales. Nah, I don't want it.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to get it. Like, that's just what's going to happen. Like, that's how Bud and I are going to be. You know, you should get what you earn. All he said was like, I just fucking love what y'all do. I just want to support y'all. So of course that was the first dude we picked.
Yeah.
And it was good. Like I enjoyed his posts, like everything's awesome. Well, he ended up passing away. So I was gonna drive up to Dallas a couple weeks ago and fly out to go to Spain. I'm like, I messaged him like, hey, let's get some deadlifts in. Well, he said, what do you want to do? I said, I want to work on my grip strength and my ass. He's like, oh, it's deadlifts then. Well, you know, we were joking around. I was like, fuck yeah, deadlifts. We'll get that in. And then let's go get a beer at Martin House. So that's what the plan. Well, he ended up passing away like that, I think Sunday. Monday, I wake up to it. You know, I'm like, oh, shit. So I messaged his friends. I don't want to overshare. But I didn't know what would happen. You know, I'd seen a few things. I'm like, shit. But I wanted to still go up there and lift where he was lifting at. I wanted to see, what he saw on a daily basis. The gym is bad. Fucking ass where he worked out Metroflex in Dallas. If you're in the Dallas area, go there. I can't say enough about it. The owner's out working out with people. Cool as shit. Chris had hung a flag up on the wall, and I was like, I wanted to make sure that the flag wasn't going to be thrown away in the trash. Right. And I talked to him. I said, hey, what are you going to do with the flag? Like, I just want to make sure it's not thrown in the trash. Like, if you're going to take it down, give it to one of his friends if they want it, first off. If not, give it to me. I want it. He's like, fuck no, it's staying on the goddamn wall. Yeah. Like, looked me in the eyes and said that. And, I was like, hell yeah. He goes, you know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to take his fucking barbell and I'm going to PR my deadlift in it. I'm going to pull like a Texas State record deadlift with it. Like, hell yeah. So go to Metroflex if you're in the fucking Dallas area. Support those fuckers. That's a good fucking human. Yeah. But yeah, I ended up going up there and deadlifting with one of his friends, Hayden, and his buddy Lance was there and his wife. And yeah, it's sad, it kind of sucks, but I just wanted to make sure we thought he was cool as fuck. Yeah. We're nothing special, well, you are, you're kind of special, but like
I'm special to somebody in this household.
Yeah. Well, I think you and I, like, this is a small company. If somebody's going to be in front of it, it's either going to be us or somebody cool. Like I've turned down a bunch of people that I look at their Instagram. Some of them had a decent amount of followers, way more than we have. But I'm like, dude, I don't know you, and you didn't buy any of our shit. Like, I'm not giving you free shit just because you want to ask. Yeah. This was the first person and the only person that we were like, this is a fucking cool ass dude. Yeah. And I think the way to show our appreciation for him is just to say, like, we thought this dude was cool as shit, and this was the first person that we wanted to put who we were with him. Right. Like, just as much as we are kilos and ounces, he was kilos and ounces. Right. That was the first person I thought was legit through and through, other than personal friends of ours. That was the first dude. So, I mean, I don't got much more to say about it other than shit. Like, it's very fucking sad. And, to his wife and, mom and dad and friends, fuck. Yeah. Like,
sorry for your loss.
Sorry, yeah. But from our view of him, fucking badass human. Yeah. I love texting him, love messaging him. Like, he's just fucking class act. So, sucks. What do we have? 34 minutes. You want to end off on a good note? He would want us to end off on a good note. Let's get fucking in a rabbit hole. They fucking shot down a goddamn UFO over Alaska. Let's get this fucking video banned now because we're going to go deep into it. I don't know what the fuck happened, but apparently last week, what did we shoot down? A goddamn balloon? So, what can we say to, like, seriously get this video, like, looked at? To where
I don't know.
Somebody, the goddamn Chinese were floating a balloon over the United States. And then all of a sudden Friday, something entered, like, Alaska's airspace.
At 40,000 foot or some shit.
Yes. So apparently the reason why they shot it down was that it was at 40,000 feet.
And
that's where airliner, like, you know, our transportation's at that. So they were like, we'll fucking blast this shit down. Nobody knows what the fuck it is. And nobody's taking responsibility for it, which might, you know, like, if it was yours, well, you're going to be like, oh, you fucking,
my bad.
That was mine. But, you know, gets the brain thinking. What if it's the aliens? What if it's a UFO?
Man, that's fucking Putin.
It's technically a UFO right now, though. You know what I mean? And they can't get to it. Like, I was listening to the news this morning specifically because I wanted to talk about some dumb shit on this fucking YouTube channel. So I got a little, like, I wanted to brush up on current events of it. They can't get to it right now because there's, like,
snow.
Well, it's landed on ice.
Okay.
Why is there ice? It's fucking cold. So apparently the wind is, like, howling over it. Or it could just be somebody like, hey, dude, like, I don't want to go out there right now.
Man, it's way too cold.
It's
for
way
me to
too
be
cold.
going out there.
Dude's just chilling. But yeah, they haven't. I don't think they found out what it is yet. This is when I thought about a past episode and about the goddamn space laser wielding gorillas. If Elon Musk really wants to defend this goddamn Earth from the aliens, he needs to get on this gorilla situation real quick. They need some laser beams, and they need big brains. We could be combating alien. For all we know, it was a space gorilla that took that fucker out of the air. And no, everybody, I'm not a conspiracy theorist person. It's just fun to make this shit up. But I wonder, like, seriously though, like, what the hell's what's going on now? Like, we just flying shit high now?
Man, like, people are pushing the limit to see what they could get away with.
Well, they do that. You can do that technically with drones, I think. Like, people's drones. Like, you just fly them around and people can't knock them out of the air. Which I find you can fly that motherfucker over someone's house, which is creepy. And I don't think you're allowed legally to, like, swat it down. So
I think the owner of the drone to fly it at a certain height, they have
that,
to
yes.
have.
But I'm talking about, like, home drones, like, stuff. So there's just a bigger fucking drones. It's just weird. What if it's like the president just flying one, like his own special one?
Once again, I don't put nothing past these some bitches.
Oh man, I wish.
And I think people are pushing the boundaries to see what they can get away with.
We do that shit. I always laugh when it's like, well, we can't let them do it. Like, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you mean to tell me we ain't got like 80 fucking high-tech balloons flying around in other countries? Oh, okay.
We got satellites in space.
I mean, let the best person win.
Whatever.
Like, yeah, if you fly that shit over and we catch it, we're going to fucking shoot it down. Like, people were, you know, that was a weird thing.
Yeah.
But, yeah, blast it down. If you can't get ours, though, well, you fucking sad to be you.
Yeah.
But I'm for the flying the balloons. Who knew that this year was going to start out with a balloon situation? Now we got a UFO blasted down at 40,000 feet. As of right now, it could theoretically be an alien. We don't know.
Right. You correct. The public does not know. You know them silly motherfuckers in Washington. They all know what it is.
So I don't know. I don't know enough.
And they knows who it was.
Yeah, I would imagine so. Well, I mean, I guess once you get whatever it is, and you're able to look at the way it's constructed, I'm guessing that's probably what they do. But anywho, I gotta save some for next week. But I had to talk about such a random topic. Oh, yeah, before we end, you always remind me when you go to do the cheers at the end that we need to talk about what we just had. What do you give me an honest assessment about this? What are you drinking it with? When are you drinking it? Do you like it?
If you like pickles, you're gonna like this.
That's without a doubt. Like
if you don't like pickles, just smooth.
I would say if you hate pickles, you're not gonna like it.
Yeah.
If you're indifferent like me, you probably it tastes exactly like.
Yeah, I mean it's a pickle. It's a goddamn pickle.
And then it's got
beer.
like a beer back end, but not overpowering. You know what I mean? Like I can almost tell there's some beer to it, but it's like they dialed it way back.
The only thing I'm gonna drink this with
Mm-hmm.
is a shot of vodka.
Yeah, and a hangover.
And a hangover.
Yeah.
Because I really couldn't imagine
getting a 6-pack
enjoying
and just pounding
a
them.
meal and taking a sip of this and like,
I don't
man,
know,
this
man.
is pretty
Maybe
good.
you can drink one of those with a burger.
Ah, fuck.
I don't know. It is a fun thing. I mean, to be honest with you, you can buy them in singles, right?
Yeah.
Go to the store and buy one.
Yeah.
It's worth trying. Plus those dudes are badass. Might as well support them.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so good.
Almost lost it.
Yeah. But yeah.
Well,
Cheers,
that's
huh?
it. Cheers, guys.
That was lame.